Welcome to today's video on designing a lantern for the Lunar New Year.
Let's go to tinkercad.com. Now we'll log in using our school Gmail account and you can join your teacher's classroom using her class code. Once you've logged in, your screen should look like this. Click the Create button and select 3D Design to begin designing your project.
To create our design, we're going to start by dragging a sphere onto our work plane. And I'm going to click Shift and then use the corner drag tool to increase the length and width until it's about 3.5 inches, like so. This design is going to be a little bit larger because we want to be able to fit a tea light candle on the inside. So do expect it to be a little bit larger and take up more space on your work plane. Now, as you can see, I've made a copy of this cylinder, or rather sphere, and I'm setting the fill to hollow, clicking Shift and decreasing the size to about 3 1/4 of an inch, like so. And then I'm going to drag my cursor over both the spheres and align them horizontally, vertically, and height-wise. And then I'll group. Next, I'm going to go ahead and drag a cylinder onto my work plane. I'm going to rotate it by going to the side view and using this axis to rotate it 90 degrees. Then returning to the home view, I'm going to increase the height to 4 inches, or 3.5 inches that is, and the width to 4 inches. Then I'm going to decrease the depth to 1/4 of an inch, like so. And now I'm going to take this hollow oval and make 2 new copies of it. For the first copy, I'm going to go ahead and rotate it 60 degrees. And for the second copy, I'm going to go ahead and rotate it -60 degrees. You might have to zoom out a bit to be able to control the exact measurement of your rotation, like I had to do here. And then finally, I'm going to go ahead and click all 3 of the hollow ovals, as well as my sphere. And I'm going to use the Align tool, like so, to create this cutout pattern where the light will shine through for our candle. Then I'm going to go ahead and group all the components, like so, and I'll drag it over to the side. Now, to create the top and bottom of our lantern, I'm going to drag 1 cylinder onto my work plane. I'm going to increase the length and width to 1 3/4 of an inch, and I'll decrease the height to 1/2 inch, or 0.5 inches, like that. And I'll make a copy of this cylinder component and set it to a hollow fill. And then again, I'm going to decrease the size just a little bit to about 1.5 inches, and I'll increase the height to any value just so that it's large enough for me to entirely cut through the solid cylinder. Now here, before we go ahead and group the top ring with the hollow cylinder, we're actually going to select both components as well as the main component for our lantern. And I'm going to go ahead and align to the top like this. And then I'm going to group all 3 components together so that the top part of the lantern is cut out as well as this ring portion. Finally, I'm going to go ahead and drag 1 more cylinder onto my work plane. I'll set the dimensions to 1 3/4 of an inch by 1 3/4 of an inch, and the height to 1/4 of an inch. And finally, I'll select the base with the top of my lantern, and I'll align all the components to create our lantern design. Now you can go ahead and customize your lantern however you like. You can change the color, or if you'd like to add some text to the panels of your lantern, you can do that as well. And once you've printed your design, you can also place a tea light candle at the base of your lantern so that when you hang it, a light shines through. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.